Hello dear students, we will start with few more problems. Hopefully the last two problems under first part of design of compression members. In the next video lecture we will go with the battens and lacing systems. So we will start with the problem. Design a single angle discontinuous strut to carry a factored axial compressive load of 65 kN. The length of strut is 3 meter between intersections. It is connected to 12 mm thick gusset plate by 20 mm diameter 4.6 grade bolts. Use steel of grade Fe410. So in this type of problem, especially single angle discontinuous strut or sometimes double angle discontinuous strut, in the initial step itself we can assume the slenderness ratio. Here we will assume slenderness ratio equal to 120. So for 120 from table number 9C, the design compressive stress is FC FCD equal to 83.7 Newton per millimeter square. Now the required area is equal to factored axial load divided by FCD, that is 65 into 10 raised to 3 divided by 83.7 works out to be 776.58 millimeter square. Hope now everyone is aware of steel table and how to read the steel table. So from this video onwards I will not look into the steel table much to save some time. Referring to steel table, let us try ISA 80 by 80 by 6 mm. First, we have to choose a section and we have to check whether it will pass or not. So, AE or A equal to 929 millimeter square or RVV equal to 15.6 millimeter. This is nothing but radius of gyration about the minor axis. Now, they have asked to do the bolted connection design. So you try to recall the bolted connection design. Fu equal to 410 Newton per millimeter square, FUB equal to 400 Newton per millimeter square for bolt grade 4.6. For 20 mm diameter bolt, A and B equal to 245 millimeter square. We will consider ASB equal to 0. So gamma m naught equal to 1.1 and gamma mb equal to 1.25. Strength of the bolt in shear equal to A and B into FUB divided by root 3 into gamma mb upon substitution gives you 45.26 kilonewton. Now, strength of the bolt in bearing equal to 2.5 kb dt into Fu divided by gamma mb. Let us take kb equal to 1. So, upon substitution, this gives us 98.4 kilonewton. So, bolt value is nothing but least of the strength of the bolt in shear and that of bearing. So, upon substitution, we get, the answer we get 45.26 kilonewton. Now, the number of bolt required equal to factored load divided by bolt value gives us 1.43 rounded off to two numbers. Now, whatever the bolts we have designed and whatever the section we have proposed, we have to check whether it will pass or not. For that, we will do the check for design strength. Assuming two bolts at each end and we will assume fixed condition. So from table number 12 IS 800-2007, K1 equal to 0.2, K2 equal to 0.35 and K3 equal to 20 for two bolts and fixed end condition. For buckling class C, the imperfection factor alpha equal to 0.49. Therefore, the lambda e equal to square root of K1 plus K2 lambda VV square plus K3 lambda phi square. Now we need to calculate lambda VV and lambda phi. Lambda VV equal to L divided by RVV divided by epsilon into square root of pi square E divided by 250. Epsilon is equal to 1, that is nothing but square root of 250 divided by Fy. So upon substitution we get 2.16, then lambda phi equal to B1 plus B2 divided by 2t divided by epsilon into square root of pi square E divided by 250. Upon substitution of all the values we get 0.15. Now we calculate the lambda E. Lambda E upon substitution works out to be 1.51. Therefore, we compute the compressive stress. The compressive stress FCD equal to Fy divided by gamma m naught divided by phi plus phi square minus lambda E square to the power half, where phi is obtained by using this formula. Upon substitution of the parameters, we get phi equal to 1.96. Therefore, we calculate FCD. FCD works out to be 70.81 Newton per millimeter square. Now, the design compressive strength in terms of load PD equal to AE into FCD divided AE into FCD works out to be 65.78 kilonewton, which is greater than the applied factored load or design factored load or design load. So it is a safe design. We will take up one more problem. Design a double angle discontinuous strut to carry a factored load of 175 kilonewton. The length of the strut is 3 meter below the intersection. The two angles are placed back to back and it is stack bolted. Use Fe410 grade steel. There are two. First one, if angles are connected on opposite side of 10 mm gusset plate, and the second case, if angles are placed on same side of 10 mm gusset plate. Here also let us assume the slenderness ratio. For this case we will assume slenderness ratio equal to 110. Anything you can assume, 100, 120, no issues. So from table 9c, the FCD value for KL by R equal to 110 and Fy equal to 250 Newton per millimeter square is 94.6 Newton per millimeter square. Therefore required area equal to applied factor load divided by the stress works out to be 1849.89 millimeter square. Now let us consider the first case. Angles are connected on opposite side of the gusset plate. This is the gusset plate. On opposite sides we have placed the angles and this is the bolted connection. From the steel table, let us try two ISA 70 by 70 by 8 mm with the spacing of 10 mm. Spacing of 10 mm in the sense that is the thickness of the gusset plate. So the area works out to be 2116 millimeter square. RZZ is 21.2 millimeter. RYY is 32.9 millimeter and R minimum equal to 21.2. Out of these two, least value. The effective length between 0.7 to 0.85 as per our IS 800-2007. In the previous video lecture we have discussed thoroughly all those concepts, so we will be moving very quickly here. Therefore effective length equal to KL works out to be 2550 millimeter. Now the slenderness ratio lambda equal to effective length by least radius of gyration 120.28, which is less than 180. So here itself we get it is okay. The selected section is okay. This ratio you will get from table number 3 from IS 800-2007. Now from table number 9c, for KL by R equal to obtained 120.28 and Fy equal to 250 MPa, FCD equal to 83.44 Newton per millimeter square. Therefore strength of the member PD equal to AE into FCD equal to 2116 into 83.44. The answer is 176.56 kilonewton, which is greater than 175. So the design is safe. If this value works out to be less than the applied load, then you need to revise the section, go with the higher size of member. Now case B, let us see. Angles are connected on same side of the gusset plate. So this is the gusset plate. On the same side, back to back it is connected. Now let us try the same angle which we have taken for the previous case. IS 70 by 70 by 8 mm. The area 2116, RZZ 21.2 millimeter, RYY is 29.3 mm and R minimum equal to, out of these to the least, is 21.2 mm. The effective length of the strut is perpendicular to the gusset plate. Therefore KL equal to 1 into 3000. Again this is clearly given in the IS 800-2007 clause. Therefore lambda equal to 141.5. From table 9c of the code we get FCD equal to 65.15 Newton per millimeter square for this value of lambda or KL by R. Therefore the design strength of the member equal to AE into FCD. Upon substitution we get 137.85 kilonewton, which is less than 175 kilonewton. So the design is not safe. You have to revise the section. Now we will go with higher end, higher size of the section. Let us try to ISA 80 by 80 by 6. The area is 1858 millimeter square and RZZ is 24.6, RYY equal to 32.8, R minimum is 24.6. Let us calculate lambda. Lambda is nothing but KL by R equal to 121.95. Now from table number 9c we get FCD equal to 81.87 Newton per millimeter square. Therefore the PD value works out to be 152.11 kilonewton, which is again less than 175 kilonewton. Again the design is not safe. We need to go for higher section. Let us go with section 2 ISA 80 by 80 by 8 mm. So here the area is 2442 millimeter square. R minimum is 24.4 millimeter. Therefore KL by R minimum equal to 122.95. So from table 9c of IS 800-2007 we get FCD equal to 80